What's going on, guys? We had a great day in the markets today. Donald Trump tweeted this morning. That could either be a really good thing or a really bad thing. And today that was great news because Donald Trump informed the public that he had a very good phone conversation with the president of China, basically saying that the two leaders would meet at the G20 summit in Japan next week. And Trump had previously said that if the Chinese president did not show up to that meeting, that they would face additional tariffs. So that's good news. A lot of optimism in the markets that the two countries will come to a trade agreement. So that's how the stock market did very well today. I was up over $100, up even more in after hours. In the past week, I'm up 1.3%. So you can see this nice little climb here this morning. And then in the last month, I'm up $320. So I've had a great rebound in the stocks in this past month of June. June is the highest up month in the past year, or in year to date at least, from January to June. So I'm just going to go over the stocks in my portfolio. Like I said last video, I'm going to try and break this into more of a different types of batches here so that I'm not going all over all of my stocks in just one video, because I want to update you guys now twice a week rather than just once a week. So the first stock we'll go over is Boeing, that I conveniently placed up here because it just had a great day today. Boeing, of course, does a lot of international business, so I'm sure with the trade tariffs easing up a little bit here, Boeing responded very well, up $19 overall since I own 2 shares, 5% today. Looking great here for Boeing. We'll see how it continues to do in the future. I'm back up on this position, was down temporarily. Boeing, great stock to hold. I love it because it's so hard to get into this industry. Boeing has such a competitive edge just because there's high barriers to get into the aerospace industry. Second stock also did very well, and this is one that people have been so pessimistic about, and that is 3M. Bounced back today, 3%, up $5. Still down a little bit on this position, $61, but I definitely believe in 3M in the long run. I'm very confident in their products. I definitely think this is recession-proof. Will continue to make money even when the markets are bleeding. Think this was oversold here, and I don't think it will continue to go down. A lot of people predicted it would go even under 160, but I don't see that happening here. Could be wrong, but looks like 3M is on the way back. Those were the two huge movers. I have another stock that was up 2%, but we'll go through other stocks that I have. So Southern Utilities usually does the inverse of how the markets do. The markets did very well. People will pump money out of these consistent utility companies that pay very nice dividends into higher growth stocks. UNH, now I'm very excited to talk about this stock, and this is not because of how it did today. It's more because when I was going through my portfolio today and noticed the dividends I received, and UNH's increased a lot. To show you more, let me filter by the dividends. So I've only been holding it long enough to receive 2 dividends. First one was for $2.70, and then this latest one was for $3.24. So the amount per share increased by 18 cents. So when we go into UNH's history of dividends, you can see that just 7 years ago in 2012, they were only paying 21 cents per a share of UNH, and now they're paying a whole $1.08. So you could have just held on to this stock and you will have seen basically your rate of return increase every single year, because UNH has been very aggressive in raising this dividend. 30, 30, 30, 25, 20, 20, and 20 again. So UNH, while its actual dividend yield right now might only be 1.8%, it's been very good at raising this dividend. So I will continue to hold it for the long term. Definitely see that going up, and I don't see any reason why they will stop increasing that dividend. Starbucks down a little bit today. Definitely want to add a couple more shares to that. JP Morgan, very receptive to the economy and how the markets are doing. As you can see here, this stock definitely sways a lot, going down here at 99 and then at one point even being up to 116. So JP Morgan, one of the largest banks in the US, always up for some volatility there. So FedEx looks like it bounced back here pretty well here today. So $166, still down huge on this position. Then we have Otter Tails, another energy company, up slightly there. AbbVie, always down, it seems like, but hovering around the $78 mark. Of course, pays a very nice dividend. A lot of the reason why this stock is down and why I'm down huge on it is because of one of its patents is expiring very soon, and people have concerns about how much money they'll be able to make once this certain patent that they have becomes a more generic brand. Then we have Pepsi. I think I'm going to add another share to this. Just another great stock, I think so. They make so many different types of food items and drinks in addition to their very popular Pepsi Cola drink. They have so much more. Be sure to check that out. Intel, this is another stock that bounced back huge here, up to $47.42, up almost 3% today. As you can see, it was down dramatically here in the past week, and it has rebounded very well. Verizon, another high dividend yielding stock, telecommunications company, up slightly on this position here. Then we have Store, a REIT that Warren Buffett owns. Looks like that's also down today. Again, very consistent. In the past 5 years, it's up 77%, and it pays a pretty solid dividend. We'll see how that continues to grow in the future. And then we also have Microsoft, up to $135. I believe this is the largest company now in the world at $1.02 trillion market cap. Pays a pretty small dividend, but you don't need that dividend when you've grown 230% in the last 5 years. So a lot of my stocks have been doing great recently. I have a lot of money that I want to be pumping into these positions already. As always, guys, I'm really happy that you guys got me over the 100 subscriber mark. Be sure to like this video, comment how you're doing in the stock market, and be sure to continue watching my videos in the future and hit that subscribe button. Thanks, guys.